All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back. And let's jump into this chart. But before we dive into everything that Nano Dimensions is showing us in the chart, I do want to announce to all investors the launch of my website. Just started it last week, investfortomorrow.com. There is a nice intro video that kind of summarizes the purpose of the website, and there is a disclaimer so no one is misled and misinformed on the purpose of the website and goal. Now, I do want everyone to be aware that this is to build a community of investors, all aiming to learn and grow together in stocks and other areas of investing and finance. And stock picks forums are going to be available weekly and monthly, daily watch lists where we'll talk about different daily runners according to their momentum, and then gathering of investors where investors can share their investing knowledge and experiences. And then there'll be other forums such as ones like this one called the How to Manage the Intangible, where we're going to talk about credit score, and what entails a credit score. So you have to become a member. There are member options and they are optional, obviously, and you have on the bottom the different information on what each one will give you access to. So according to what will work best for you, you could see there on the website in the members options area. It is optional, but I want to say thank you to all of you that have already joined and everyone that has passed by to check out the website and see for themselves what it entails. So if you haven't seen it, I highly encourage you to go check it out. So here we are with Nano Dimensions, and it's been running up, right? Bullish all this time since the beginning of October, but very volatile in the last week since Friday due to the fact of the shelf offering, then the offering on Monday, and here we are leading into today's chart, right? So Monday, it fell, it rose back up, and ARK Invest bought on Monday. I noticed that ARK Invest bought yesterday. I still haven't found any information on ARK Invest buying today. I'm really excited to look into that to see if their amount of shares have slightly changed. But for those of you that haven't seen those videos, because a lot of people are saying, well, I'm actually subscribed to the newsletter and I'm not getting that information. I didn't see that there on their spreadsheet. I've been breaking it down. I'm going to put the links on those two videos down below so you can check those out as well. The one from Monday and the one from yesterday. And we're going to make an updated one if ARK Invest did make a larger position happen according to what we're seeing here, right? Like where it's at right now. Did ARK Invest jump in even more into Nano Dimensions? Because one of the most interesting things is ARK Invest keeps on adding to their position. I have never seen them take away from their position, and that's going to be a huge red flag or a huge concern to pay close attention to if ARK Invest was to dilute some of their shares for Nano Dimensions. As of right now, whatever Nano Dimensions does, ARK Invest is jumping in either on the dips or as it's running up because they see potential for this to continue to run. I'd like to see how that makes you feel as an investor to know that there's large institutions such as ARK Invest jumping in on this, and also where do you see this going and how do you feel? I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. How do you feel about these offerings? Do you think they've actually been working? I mean, if you look at it, it keeps running up. But do you think that's been holding the stock from reaching newer highs? Or do you think that's really what's been holding this up to continue to work its way up? And it's a healthy thing for the company itself and for the chart overall. And do you see this hitting that $8, $10 mark? I would love to see your guys' thoughts and comments down below. So here we are with the lowest point reached, and I want us to use that as a support. We're going to talk about this narrowed in and then also zoomed out so we can see what's going on for tomorrow specifically and what's going to be important for the next coming weeks and days. So the lowest point reached in this bearish run was 601, literally $6 if you want to round it down, but 601 to be exact to the T. That is the most important support level right now. If that gets broken through, this could be on its way to newer lows. It's hanging out at 680, and the highest point before this fell today was up here at this point right now at 715. I'd write that down. That is the most important resistance level above the 50-day moving average and also the highest point before the fall and breaking into bearish territory. So 715 is very important for the next coming days and weeks according to the volatility of this stock in the upward direction. But before getting there, we have some numbers to look at, and see here our new resistance for tomorrow based off the chart and the 50-day moving average. So the 50-day moving average is 694. We're currently below that. We're in bearish territory. So the bulls need to break through 694 to get back into bullish territory and continue to pull themselves up to newer highs and get out of these lows here in bearish territory. But before getting there, they have to break through resistance. But I want to talk about support first. So the lowest point reached in the day was 636. If that gets broken through, the bears are pulling this down to newer lows and further away from the 50-day moving average, and we have to watch closely how this is reacting between 636 and 601. How quickly is it moving downwards, or are the bulls trying to reappear and bring this one back up? They did a really good job at building momentum here and working themselves back up. Let's see if they can keep it up for tomorrow or even the next couple hours of the after hour market. But right now, it's super important that yes, we're at 680, but this point needs to be watched very closely if 636 is anywhere near the stock price, or if it gets broken through and the bears are tearing this one down to newer lows. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bulls want, and it's literally 1 cent difference, and that's 681. They need to break through that, turn that into a support, and break away from it. Now, by breaking through 681, it does not signify that the bulls have gained control and that they're guaranteed to break through the 694 mark, which is the 50-day moving average. This is just an indicator for us investors of where this is going. If it gets turned into a support, it could be the beginning catalyst to continue the momentum and get closer to the 50-day moving average to get back into bullish territory. So it's going to be super important for the bulls to break through 681, turn that into a support, and continue to work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. I will do an updated video if ARK Invest got a larger stake and upped their position with Nano Dimensions. I look forward to seeing that, if they took advantage of these prices, or what they did, or did they stay the same and they didn't make any moves with Nano Dimensions today. I look forward to sharing that with you guys if there's any updates. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen, and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps. And it was down here at 33.02 and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out. See for yourselves. And my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.